Morning, I haven't done anything yet. How are we all feeling? Great. My name is Adah Parris. I'm going to be one of the co-hosts today. I wanted to start by sharing a little something that I wrote at 5 o'clock this morning when I was thinking about today, and what I want to get out of today, and kind of setting the tone. In a time when we see the UN and Tim Cook talk about the weaponization of data, Silicon Valley voters demanding that tech companies be responsible for their communities through taxes, the government has announced a special digital services tax on US technology firms. We are seeing the rise of individuals' understanding and realization of the potential power of digital citizenship, especially through civic and campaign groups such as Change.org. Is this the start of a coordinated backlash against those who currently hold power and assume responsibility over the distribution and use of digital technologies? And what is the role of politics within that context? We are all living and existing in a digital world, and regardless of the who, where, what, and how of our political views, or our relationship with tech, in the developed world at least, we are digital citizens first. And as such, we don't just want to exist, we want to thrive, to be free. And in order to do that, there needs to be a redistribution of the power and the responsibility. And that starts with our relationship with politics at a local, national, and global level. The very idea of it, the definition, and a realization of the impact of where its many tendrils reach. And so, this summit has been curated to bring together the voices of the people, of representatives from different political parties, of activists, of think tanks, of civic and campaign organizations to discuss and debate the needs, wants, and desires of both sides of the political spectrum in this, the fourth industrial revolution. Thank you. So, as I said, my name is Adah Parris. I would like to invite my co-host, where is he? Eshaan Akbar, to the stage as well. Hello, come on. So a little introduction to me. I am a technology philosopher. I'm really interested in the impact of technology on human potential and how we can use it to augment that. Also an artist. I think I could go on. But I'd like
She can go on.
Yes, I can.
Hi, everyone. How are you? Oh, good. Well, lovely to see you all. My name is Eshaan. I'm your co-host today. Who was at the Politics Summit last year? Good. 3 people. Repeat custom. Excellent. It was very good last year. So what Alvin's done is expanded his network. So a round of applause for Alvin. Good work. So my name is Eshaan. By day, by night actually, I'm a stand-up comedian. That's my actual job. And by day I do nothing, which is why I'm here. So good. So I guess it's important to just give a bit of context. So today's the 13th of November. This day in 1789, Ben Franklin coined the phrase, "Nothing is certain in life but death and taxes." What a fact. So today, what is certain is tech's going to be like the future of everything. And the other thing that's certain is all of you are thinking, what's the Wi-Fi code, Eshaan? So, so the Wi-Fi, so we've got the thing here. The hashtag is hashtag PS18 at the fourth group. And the Wi-Fi is a tabernacle guest. And the password is lime explosion. I don't know what happened in their life for that to happen. Lime explosion. And the toilets, if you want to find them, go out there, turn left, go round. But remember, it's fully lit. We can see what you're doing. So I am Eshaan. I'm going to be doing this stuff. We're going to have you introducing Alvin in a minute.
Yes,
to talk about stuff. And you guys are going to be in your tables throughout the day. We're going to be playing some games. We're going to make sure you guys get to know each other. But first, to kick off, we're going to show you a quick video about where tech is at the moment. So Ollie, our tech guy, can you play the video, please?
Yeah, it's her.
Oh my God. It's a woman?
Yeah.
I'm glad to meet you.
What is this thing?
Hello, Gugu.
Hey or okay?
That's something from the alphabets.
You have to say hey, Google, or okay.
Hey, Gugu. Okay, Gugu.
What's the weather? Yeah.
What's the weather, ask?
What the weather? You want to know what is the weather?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
In Flagler Beach tomorrow, there will be showers with a high of 65 and a low of 56.
mystery.
Watch it there.
I'm scared. I'm scared. It's a mystery. Oh my gosh. Yo. Cuckoo. Hi, cuckoo.
Say hey or okay.
Hey, okay.
Tomorrow in London, it'll be sunny with a high of 41 and a low of 30.
Hold it for a moment, eh? It's the temperature in London.
Mama, ask her to play your favorite song.
Play your favorite song.
Cuckoo. Cuckoo.
Yeah, you're cuckoo, all right.
Cuckoo. Play a song for me. Piemontesina bella.
You have to say
Addio dei giorni passati. Addio.
So, okay, you don't have to tap it first. But to wake it up, you have to either say, hey, Google, or okay.
Hey, Google. Okay, Google.
Play an Italian song. And then
Play
it'll
an
like,
Italian
so
song.
it has to light up after you say that, otherwise it didn't hear you correctly.
You know how salame, perché mia capisci cosa dici. I get it.
You're stupid, because I can understand everything I'm saying to you.
Hello, Cuckoo.
Hey or okay?
Okay,
Google.
do it.
So there we are then, just an example of what technological change can feel like to people, and certainly to us, tech seems to be changing almost every week, right? So like my dad, he's 56, and the other day he was like, Google's racist. I'm like, what do you mean by that? And he goes, he doesn't understand what I'm saying when I ask it to say, hey. I go, hey, Google. I'm like, it's not going to understand. It's not going to understand you doing that, right? So what I want to do is, in a bit of a tech moment, I want you guys to all get to know each other. You've all got your phones with you. What I want you to do is play a game. I want you to pull out the 9th picture on your camera roll and explain the story behind it to the person next to you. I can see some trepidation already. Data privacy is important, eh? Right? So look up your 9th picture, look at the person next to you and explain the 9th picture on your camera roll. And don't hide the picture, guys. I can see you hiding the phone on the table. So do that for the next 5 minutes, get to know each other. We'll get back to you in a second.
Okay. Are we going to have to do it? I was trained to be a primary school teacher, and the great way that I used to get the kids to stop talking was go like this. And then just, you'd notice, slowly my hands would go like this. And everybody would go, what's she doing? So, how was that? The reason we got you to do that is because data sharing, it's the idea of data sharing in real life, that uncomfortability about exposing part of your life that maybe you hadn't been quite ready to share. So it was just a little, does anybody want to share how that felt? Or you're actually going, no, definitely not.
Or share like the funniest story you've heard, introduce the person next to you. There's a really funny or interesting thing that you saw. Nobody?
Still too
Everyone's
early in the morning.
boring.
Still too early in the morning.
Right, no one's got an interesting life. Great, good group. So
Politics.
just a reminder again for those of you who wanted the Wi-Fi password, it's Lime Explosion, LIMEEXPLOSION, Lime Explosion. Spelling bee reference. Okay, never mind. What we're going to do, throughout the day, we're going to play a quick game. You've got some Post-its as well. What I want you to do, Adah and I are going to play a game of kind of Ask Siri. Adah. So I'm going to be Siri. So what you're going to do, you can ask any question, no matter how uncomfortable, the kind of question you want to ask Google, and you don't want anyone else to find out you're typing this in, right? Write it onto a Post-it. We'll collect it during the breaks, and at various points in the day, we're going to play Ask Siri. Does that sound fun? Okay, 2 people. Good. Right.
And we will not filter the questions. He's going to be Siri, I will be doing the asking, and he's going to have to come up with an answer.
Yeah. Quite the time. I'm trying to keep myself busy during the day, you know.
Yeah, it's new material for you.
Yes, new material.
There you go.
You introduce yourself.
Okay, so now to move on, I would now like to invite our host, the guy who is responsible for all of this, the CEO and founder of the 4th Group, Alvin Carpio, to come up to the stage.
So much. How you all doing? I'm a bit short, so I've got to put this a bit lower. Yeah, I've been telling short jokes my whole life. And baby face jokes, because I look like a baby. But listen, it's absolutely brilliant to have you all here. at Politics Summit 2018. First of all, I want to say a big, huge thank you to our co-hosts for starting the day, Adah and Eshaan, or Adah. Also, I want to thank everyone who made this happen to get you all here. The fourth group is an organization which was set up 2 years ago, but we wouldn't be where we were without the strong support of all of our volunteers. So if volunteers who are effectively the team behind us, could you put your hands up? It's all over. There's more in the back. They're all hiding. This is the result of all of our efforts. To bring it to where we are currently sat here in a tabernacle. This place is quite historic. If you go downstairs, you can see a lot of the photos of, I think there's one of Muhammad Ali and so forth. This place used to be a church, and then it was taken over by the hippies. And then actually it's become a really strong kind of center for the community in the local area, where people celebrate, particularly during Carnival, for example. But every single night, children come after school to do work and learn and do new homework. And it really is, a bastion, an example of local-rooted community center. Today, of course, we'll begin talking about a lot of big topics. So it was nice to kind of start off on a lighthearted note. But there are big questions which, we face, and the kinds of questions that we're going to be asking and hopefully discussing and exploring today. First off, how is tech impacting our society? How do we as citizens respond to some of these changes? What's the role of politics in terms of addressing some of the new social problems? And how can we, I guess, in this room, think about our role as global citizens? I think to keep it short, because we've got a lot of amazing content coming up, I hope that you enjoy today, but also I hope you kind of leave your hat away, and I know multiple of you kind of have multiple hats, so kind of let's have a heart-to-heart, let's have a proper discussion where we can just sit down eye to eye and have a real honest, open, and hopefully actionable conversation today. Again, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who made this possible. We are about to hear from the community members to launch a global inquiry findings report. And then we're going to have a series of keynotes, panel discussions, Q&A, and then we'll have an interactive session finalized by a keynote at the end. To end, I hope you all get to know each other. This is not a typical summit where people have different colored badges. This is about all of us having a proper conversation and networking and get to know each other. So hopefully you learn some new stuff, engage in the debate, have your say, but also take something which can then have impact in the world. Thank you so much for joining us, and I'll give it back to our co-hosts. Thanks so much.